probably got me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Part of them don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only care for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend you're gonna lie. You'll be gang.
It's Madden NFL 23, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Falcons and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lance now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, it's one thing to complete the first pass of the year, but to complete your first deep ball, oh, that's got to feel great for him right now because he's worked on that in the entire offseason as well. But to see it downfield, your guy catching it, you know he feels great.
Uncork the arm a little bit, get the cobwebs dusted off. Now he's ready to roll. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now play fake. Lance. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll head out of bounds It's inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Williams is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Javonte Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this 1st quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is taken at the 18. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
From the 27, Lance. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go, back. Ball red. Strike 2.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Robinson up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he finds McLaurin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. That time, a 9-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again. We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On play action, Lance.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They throw it out right complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. He's got his man, Thornton. And they'll get this down to the 10. Lance now on 1st down. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Ultra. Blue and black. Ready?
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They get this out quickly to the left side. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And here now come the Falcons.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. They're going to come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
Let's go now.
Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Wait.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Touchdown, Falcons. Quez Watkins from 10 yards out. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santoso now for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now alongside. Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets this to Thornton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Javonte Williams with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And out across midfield down to the 45. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They send a receiver in motion to the right. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Javonte Williams, 42 yards. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Washington going to send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Falcons offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Here we go. Here we go. Black Ultra. Blue striker.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Black.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy that needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Right side, Thornton with it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Commanders' 22-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On the counter, here's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad block, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up the ball. I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Field blue. Red, cycle. Hey, red.
Lance now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's a... been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Holding, offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Hook up of 15 yards there. And 3rd and 1 now.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Okay, ready?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Go ultra.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Let's go.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Set.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Reynolds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Back to throw again. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Completes this one to Thornton.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Okay, right.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a...
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, fake tennis. You an enemy. All them lies you tellin', I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest? Mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly.